What if I told you you could buy a ghost town on 37.5 acres in Arizona for $150,000? And this ghost town includes 10 buildings. One of them is a 22,000 square foot chapel, an old firehouse, and some dormitories that are like 12,000 square feet. I think this is where you build your house. The old chapel would be an amazing garage, but just like all ghost towns, this one has some history to it. There was a shootout, a attempted jailbreak, a bomb blowing up and killing people inside of a van. There's just so much to talk about. Unfortunately, tragedy involved. And with that said, all these stories I'm telling you in this video, from what I've been told, the violence never occurred on the site of this ghost town that's for sale. Now, I really don't know. If you find out otherwise, please be advised that you need to do your own research if you're going to buy real estate anywhere. And with that said, let's get into this. This is it. There's the church. So this is, however they ascertain this property, the state, and they've done a lot of cleanup. I guess there was asbestos out here. This is an old compound from the 50s that we're exploring that is for sale on a government auction. Just be looking for snakes, kids. The kids are here exploring with me. I think it's salvageable. Now let's go look at this part of the structure. Now here's a lot of cracking going on in here. If there's any structural engineers, what you're looking at here, you seeing this? Tell me if I'm off my game plan here and this is just stupid. Tell me what you think, because I've got a little bit of time to think about this. A few days, at least a week, I think. So here is the upstairs. Let me go up there before you guys do. I want to make sure it's looks safe. I want to look at the structure first before we do anything up there. So again, the same thing I was thinking is this is built on this load-bearing wall here. You see, that's the exterior load-bearing wall. But look at this interior load-bearing wall. That's all metal. This is wood load-bearing for this part of the structure. So let's go see what we've got here. I'm gonna go up. It feels quite solid. It's all metal. This is metal. Oh, I like this. It feels very solid. Here, but wow. So I'm being careful. You can see somebody put that there. It's probably a weak spot there. So we're not going to walk by the windows because, you know, water getting on this OSB board is compromising integrity of the floor. But it feels very solid, to be honest with you. I don't feel any weakness here. And then if you look at the structure, look at the structure. This is all metal beams. You see it? So it's all metal. And then we've got the siding here is wood. Be a lot of work to reconstruct this. Just, it's a lot, it's a lot to take on, I can tell you that. This is an enormous undertaking. You know, what would you do with all these dilapidated buildings? You know, what are you gonna do with this? And then we have a little terrace here. So you can see the metal roof on this looks to be in pretty good shape there. Look at the beauty. You really do have a beautiful, beautiful view out here. Wow. I had to come out here and see what this was all about. The truth of it is, it might just be too much for me. So let's go down here and keep looking. This is definitely the coolest part of this whole area here. This is what I don't like, folks. Honestly, was there a reason that people have to come out here and break these glass? Whoa, look at that. Did you see it? So we're gonna keep on going to the next place. Look at,
Pause.
just a lot of.
Oh yeah, pause.
From oil.
They look
Or
fresh.
something.
Yeah, like into there. What were they? Was it drinking this? Hey, stay close to me. Don't go running off anywhere. I don't have my weapon or anything. Is that a cat or a dog?
I think that.
It looks fairly fresh, so like you said. Or a monkey, huh? Could be a rabid animal. Just got to be careful. You never know what you're going to encounter.
Oh, that's a lot of fresh paws.
And we're not going to go into each one of these, folks.
Well, it seems like it goes into there.
No, it looks like it's going this way. They might have went in there, but looked almost like a raccoon more than a dog, but it's really hard to say.
Could be a raccoon.
Look at all this stuff going on out here. So we're going to come out here and kind of do our little 180, and then I think we're going to go to the car where I can see better, plug things in, try to charge things, and I think I'll fly the drone. Wow, it's just a lot going on out here. Just a lot going on out here. Just most of these buildings don't have the roofs on them. So these are just a major amount of tear downs. It's just a lot going on. These are all boarded up. The windows are here. So perhaps it's in better shape. I don't know. There's a lot going on, that's for certain.
What happened?
It's just frustrating to see that. I don't get that at all. And then on top of that, look at this. Here was some extra glass, perhaps something that was going to be used to replace some of these. Who knows what it was? And are they all broke through? Looks like some of them are still intact, like this glass is. But it's just retarded why people have to destroy things. So we don't want to step on any snakes here. Take your time walking. Got an exercise machine. This building looks like this. Here's another prime example. What's the point of tearing stuff up, folks? This actually looks to be in the best shape yet. I think this is where you build your house. 100%.
Use the tables as cover.
Look at the beams and stuff. Yeah, I think this is where you'd build a house. This could make a pretty cool house, huh, Alex? And the metal top roof that I saw up here looked pretty good. I think this could be constructed into a house. I think this could be turned into a house. This is in the best shape of any of the buildings here. And I like the design. I think it's pretty. You know, you could insulate this right here, put some drywall in, and it would look great. You know, replace a lot of these windows, all these windows, some dual pane windows, and yeah. Let's see what this is. Austria, 1904. That's kind of cool. I like this building.
Hey, Dad, look. I think those are pomegranate trees.
Oh, it is a pomegranate tree. Is there pomegranates on it? Yeah, we're gonna have to grab one before we leave. That is so cool. I'm glad you pointed that out. Watch out for the broken glass. It's a shame. There's no reason. This really bothers me to see this.
I don't know if they look good.
Yeah, they may be. They look like they're ripe. I think they're great. Wow. A lot of pomegranates there. I like it. It's just a shame that people have to vandalize things and tear things up for no reason. This is a very interesting building to me. You can see the electric wires are still intact. You know, you got the receptacles in here. So what condition is all the electrical in? You know, probably has to be brought up to code, obviously. So now here's, I guess, was a kitchen at one time. So this would have been the area for the kitchen. You got your gas pipes. Definitely the kitchen area. Got a big vent cover here. I think this building could be salvaged. Everything I'm seeing with this, go in there and keeps going, huh? And then you can go out through here. I'm not going to go through all of these buildings today, but I think I've seen enough to help me decide if this is something I want to buy. And that's what this trip really was about. And I'm bringing you along with me. And here's a beautiful pomegranate tree. Beautiful pomegranate tree with lots of pomegranates. Reminds me of when I was a child. I'd go to the desert and with my dad, and we'd get pomegranates, pick them right off the trees.
Thinking about this one.
Alex got mine, darn it. The fact they're red, they should be good. I'm gonna grab this one. This is the story about the Miracle Valley shootout. Pastor Francis Thomas attempted to purchase the 2,560-acre property and its numerous buildings that were previously home to A.A. Allen, with plans to reestablish the original church under her leadership. However, the owners at the time were prohibited from selling the property. Therefore, Pastor Francis Thomas instead purchased several properties for a church use in the subdivision along the north side of the highway, across from the Miracle Valley Bible School, including a restaurant that was converted to a church sanctuary. Racial tensions between church members and other local residents and law enforcement were evident in Miracle Valley. On September 10th, 1981, a homemade bomb accidentally detonated in a 12-passenger van as it headed on Highway 92 for Miracle Valley. Passenger and church member Stephen Lindsay was killed instantly when the bomb detonated while on his lap. It is speculated that the occupants of the van were on the way to release church members by blowing up vehicles as a distraction before blowing out the wall of the station where he was being held. A news crew from Tucson Television, KOD Tucson, came to Miracle Valley in the aftermath. One news crew was attacked by several church members throwing claw hammers. The incident was filmed by a second news crew and broadcast nationally and internationally. On October 22, 1982, sheriff's deputies arrived on church property to serve arrest warrants. A single sheriff's car entered the compound. There were 17 cars and 35 deputies nearby ready to provide backup. After knocking on several house doors trying to locate their targets, a car drove up and discharged angry church members. After being attacked by a man swinging a pipe, the deputies called for backup as guns appeared in windows of the houses. The police cars arrived and took position up around two open fields. An estimated 150 church members, men, women, and children, confronted and attacked the deputies with sticks, rocks, pipes, lumber, garden rakes, knives, and firearms. Sheriff Deputy Ray Thatcher was confronted by William Jr., carrying a rifle. Thatcher was designated SWAT sniper for the day of the shootout, fired his Ruger semi-automatic rifle from close range, killing William Thomas Jr. and Auguster Tate, Thomas Jr.'s father-in-law, during the shootout. These two men were the preacher and the son-in-law of the church congregation. In the spring of 1983, Francis Thomas announced the church and its members were returning to Chicago, and the congregation was reestablished on the south side of Chicago. Church members reportedly left Miracle Valley soon afterwards, some simply abandoning their homes and the properties. And I wanted to note that I was reading off of public information on all this information that I'm reading that was on Wikipedia. None of this I was aware of when I drove out there. All this was a mystery. It's when I came back and started getting ready to edit this video, I discovered all this information. It's incredible stories. I'm very glad I went out and looked at it. And yeah, I was going to seriously buy this place and turn it into something. I wasn't certain of what it was, but I have changed my mind. Thank you for watching my videos. Please give me a like, subscribe to this channel, share this video, post your comments in there if you have more knowledge or have an idea of really what happened or personal experience of what happened. That would be really great. But we'll see you on the next one. One of the videos up here will be the previous two videos. They show the website. Go there.